do you got?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the pilot episode of the brand new Star Trek TV show, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. The show stars Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike and Ethan Peck as Spock, as well as a lot of other familiar characters if you are aware of the original series. Right, what are my thoughts on Star Trek Strange New Worlds? Well, I've actually been really looking forward to this show. Anybody that follows my content knows I'm a big fan of Star Trek. I think it's a wonderful idea, concept that has been going for so many years, and there's a reason it keeps going for so many years. It's just got endless possibilities in regards to storytelling, and it also presents a future that we can aspire to. That's why I've always liked Star Trek. Got great memories growing up with Star Trek. My dad taking me to the cinema as a kid to see the Star Trek movies. It's embedded in me. I really enjoy Star Trek. However, it has been fair to say that certainly the TV shows over these last few years have been missteps. I like the new movies, you know, the Chris Pine movies. I like all three of them, and I'm a Star Trek fan. I know they are flawed in parts, but I really find them entertaining, and I think they're well made. I like them. But in regards to Star Trek Discovery and all the other TV shows they keep churning out, I've been avoiding the majority of them because Star Trek fans have just been so toxic towards them, I suppose. So I've avoided them. And normally I like to make my own mind up in regards to stuff, but I just didn't want my love of Star Trek to be compromised, I think that's fair to say. I did watch Picard Season 1. I thought it was average, I suppose. I think I scored it 7 out of 10 overall, I think. But it was okay. But to be honest, I watched the pilot episode of Picard Season 2, and I watched the second episode, and halfway through the third episode, and I couldn't carry on. It was abysmal. I couldn't see them destroy that character any further. It was heartbreaking. So I haven't continued with Picard. But this show promised to kind of go back and be true to the fan base and give us old traditional type episodic Star Trek goodness. It's going back to its roots. Obviously, for those that don't know, Strange New Worlds is set... if you don't know who Captain Christopher Pike is, for example... he is the original captain of the Enterprise before James T. Kirk took over. And he was the captain of the Enterprise in the pilot episode for the Star Trek original series called The Cage. Infamously then, Kirk took over, so on and so forth. But this is focusing on the Enterprise before Kirk. So Spock's there because he was the science officer when Captain Christopher Pike was in charge, and there's a few other characters whose names you'll recognise if you know about Star Trek and stuff. And this first episode focuses on initially Captain Pike, who is on Earth and is kind of in hiding through something that has happened to him, and I don't know exactly what, but I can figure it out because some of this happened on Discovery. He has found out what his future holds for him, and for those of you who don't know, again, what happens to Christopher Pike is he basically ends up like in a wheelchair and all this kind of stuff, and really, I don't know, radiation burns, the whole shebang really, and it's kind of put him on a downer, as it would, and he doesn't want to really go back on board the Enterprise, but his hand is forced. There's been a first contact scenario that he needs to get involved with, so he agrees to go back on the Enterprise with Spock and the others, and they go to this planet that is having issues with first contact to try and negotiate and debate a peace treaty there, sort of thing. For me, what I really liked about this pilot episode is it gives you what you want from Star Trek. You don't need explosions and bangs and action in Star Trek. That's not what this show is about. This show is about politics, negotiation, peace over violence, exploration, all that kind of stuff. And I think this show absolutely epitomised that. It showed Star Trek for what it should be, whilst at the same time also giving us some fairly exciting moments here and there. And showing us the potential for this show. We were slowly introduced to new characters. None of them are what you would call, characters that are there just to deliver a message, which I know people have been complaining about in regards to the most recent Star Trek shows. There's none of that here. Everybody serves a purpose on this crew. And I really liked that. Everybody had an identity. Everybody served the purpose. They all knew what they were doing. No one was there to outshine somebody else. Nobody was there to make somebody look weak or masculine. It was all balanced really, really well. And there was a nice element of humour there as well. It was almost like, I really like it when films and TV shows do that. They kind of wink to the audience and say, here you go, enjoy yourself. And I thought this episode absolutely did it brilliantly. I thought Anson Mount was incredible as Captain Pike. I thought it's perfect casting, and he does an absolutely brilliant job. Initially, I wasn't convinced about Ethan Pecker's Spock, but he's growing on me a little bit. I think he might turn out to be okay. And I thought the effects were out of this world. I mean, the Enterprise has literally never looked better. Honestly, it just looks stunning. So I am really on board with this show. I'm really looking forward to checking out the rest of the episodes. And I hope they continue with this great start and continue to give us some high quality, exciting, fun episodes that don't necessarily need to have a story arc through the whole thing. Not really, but just give us like standalone episodes and let us enjoy Star Trek once again. I think it was an incredibly strong start, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And those of you who've been holding back on the new Star Trek, similar to me, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one, so give it a go when you get the opportunity. So thank you very much for watching. Of course, I'll be back with loads more content on the channel very, very soon.